What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It is Friday, September 13th, 2019, and today we got a good one. If you're new to the channel, this is what we like to call a discussion video, and today's topic will focus on the 2017 National League Most Valuable Player, Giancarlo Stanton. Now, let's real quick gloss over a little backstory. So back in 2017, a young and rebuilding New York Yankees team took baseball by surprise, led by superstar rookie at the time, Aaron Judge, to win 91 games and then taking the eventual World Series champion Houston Astros to Game 7 of the ALCS. Now a clear contender heading into 2018 and for years to come, the Yankees were only going to get better. And they did so in December of 2017 by acquiring Giancarlo Stanton from the Miami Marlins to add to an already insanely potent lineup. The sports world went nuts, and rightfully so. This electric beginnings of a powerhouse New York Yankees team just acquired a 59 home run hitting MVP that they didn't even need. The evil empire was back. Now, enter 2018, and the pressure was on. This was no longer the baby bombers who were a nice story. This team had to win, and similar to what Alex Rodriguez dealt with, Giancarlo Stanton was going to have a ton of pressure on his back to perform, which he did in the eyes of some, and in the eyes of others, he was horrible. Now, first of all, Stanton was not great like he was in his MVP year. He didn't hit 59 home runs. I want to make that clear. Instead, he just put up a nice season. In 158 games, Giancarlo hit 38 home runs while posting a 343 on-base percentage and a 130 OPS plus, driving in 100 runs and totaling a WAR of 4. So yes, he did put up some real good numbers in his first season in pinstripes. However, because he didn't hit almost 60 home runs again, to many Yankee fans, he sucked. And to those fans, please go get a CAT scan or get your head checked or something, because something's just not right up there. Now, in 2019, Stanton, of course, as most of you all know, has been on the shelf with injuries, which sucks. The regular season has just 3 weeks left, and he's played a total of just 9 games, which, by the way, he's played pretty well in. But yeah, Stanton just playing 9 games, that does suck. But now, Giancarlo Stanton is on the verge of returning, and some fans don't even want him back on the team. If you are one of those people, just virtually look me in the eye and process this. You don't want the 2017 National League MVP on your team when he's healthy. I've never heard of a more spoiled fan base ever, and that includes myself. I mean, we're talking about Giancarlo Stanton like he's just an extra piece of apple pie to a team with the best record in baseball. I mean, come on, let's think here. You cannot tell me the Yankees would be a worse team with Giancarlo Stanton. The guy is a superstar. As Stephen A. would say, the guy is box office. And before any of you try to push the false notion that this Yankee team is better because they strike out less and Stanton would ruin that, fun fact for you. The 2009 Yankees struck out at a rate of 25%. The 2018 Yankees struck out at a rate of 25%. But oh no, Stanton's going to come back and strike out all the time and ruin the chemistry. Oh please, and let's cut it with the chemistry crap. Giancarlo Stanton has been in the dugout like majority of the year. He's not affecting any chemistry. And either way, fuck chemistry. Bottom line is I like winning. Giancarlo Stanton will put the Yankees in a better position to win, and that's that. Alright, so that's my portion of the video. And as always, I like to include your guys' voice in the discussion videos. And I know you guys have been really dying to talk about this. It's a pretty controversial topic. So before we wrap things up, I'm going to read off some of your guys' comments about the topic on the discussion post that I put on my YouTube community page. But before we do so, prior to recording this video, I put up a poll on Twitter at DanAllenRourke where I asked you guys, are the Yankees better off with or without Giancarlo Stanton? And right now, I'm checking the poll. 94% of you are smart and say the Yankees are better with Stanton. 6% of you say they're better without Stanton. Now, I'm just playing there. I'm not discounting anybody's opinion. You're all subject to your own opinion. Me personally, I definitely do think, as you can probably tell, that the Yankees are better with Giancarlo Stanton, the 2017 National League MVP, and probably the second best hitter on the team last year. So I definitely want Giancarlo Stanton back, and he is coming back. So, I mean, making this video is kind of pointless. He's coming back. So if you don't want Giancarlo Stanton back, then you're kind of shit out of luck. Anyways, all right, so moving on to your guys' comments. I'm going to read the top 10 because, I mean, there's like 50 to 60 comments. You guys went nuts on this post. So starting us off, Hamilton44 writes, "Bring him back!" Exclamation point. He is a fantastic player, former NL MVP, and he deserves a spot on our starting lineup. I honestly don't get why there's controversy, and I feel this has been forced onto the most popular baseball team of all time by the media as well. That's true. That's a good point. Stanton wears 27 for a reason. He's a talented player who should definitely be playing games for us. Hamilton44, I could not agree more. And I like that point you brought up about how it's kind of forced by the media. It is. Now, I'm kind of forcing it on you guys as well, because I know majority of you guys really do want Giancarlo Stanton back. Majority of you guys are reasonable. It's just so frustrating for me when I see people say the Yankees are better off without Giancarlo Stanton. That's why I'm making these videos, and I'm pretty sure that's why, you know, guys are writing news stories on it, because it is a topic. I mean, people do talk about it. They wonder, is Giancarlo Stanton, you know, a negative impact on the team. Just ridiculous stuff, but I appreciate the comment, Hamilton44. Moving on, Felix Babe says he has to. With Hicks and Tauchman injured, we have limited options. I'm sticking with former NL MVP all the way. I'd rather take him than Frazier and even Maben. First of all, talking about Clint Frazier's been abysmal since coming back. I'm really not high on Clint Frazier at all. Trade him in the offseason, fine by me. Love Cameron Maben. But anyways, yeah, in terms of the injuries, Hicks is out for the season. Mike Tauchman is out for the season. Now, earlier today, Edwin Encarnacion left the game. I'm recording this video on Thursday night, so this is the day of the doubleheader. Edwin Encarnacion injured, hopefully not out for the year, hopefully out for maybe just a week or two, hopefully at least just back for October. Gary Sanchez, we don't know what the deal is on him at the time of this recording. He left the second game against Detroit with a groin strain or groin tightness. Hopefully he doesn't miss too long. So yeah, right now, Hicks, Tauchman, all out. Gary Sanchez, Edwin Encarnacion, they're about to be on the shelf for a little bit of time too. So yeah, we need Giancarlo Stanton back more than ever, and especially if those two guys at the tail end that I talk about don't come back. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton, he was needed before those injuries, and he's especially needed now. Moving on, Jordan Washington says, we just lost Hicks and Tauchman. We need him. Personally, my favorite guy in the Yankees. Yeah, just what Felix Babe just said. And he is one of my favorite players, for sure. Now, not to sound biased, but I am a Yankee fan, and I'll admit to bias. If I'm biased, I'm biased. I really do like Giancarlo Stanton, but I don't really need to be biased or not biased to tell you that he is a 2017 National League MVP, and that's that. Moving on, Dan, just Dan is the name. It's a cool-ass name. He writes, I say bring him back, but if he's not producing, then bench him and let David John long gone play. And I think that's what Boone will do. Well, Dan, I am happy to let you know that Giancarlo Stanton coming back is not going to even remotely impact DJ LeMahieu's playing time. DJ LeMahieu will play every single inning of the postseason, so don't you worry about that. But yeah, definitely want to bring him back. I don't see him getting benched in the playoffs. But who knows? In 2006, A-Rod batted 8th. So, I mean, you never know what could happen. In 2012, A-Rod was also benched for Raul Ibanez and Eric Chavez at times. So, and they're pretty similar circumstances. They really are, A-Rod and Giancarlo Stanton. Now, don't get me wrong. A-Rod was, much better player than Giancarlo Stanton. That's not a diss on Stanton. A-Rod's one of the greatest players of all time. But yeah, pretty similar circumstances. All right, moving on, we have JH0001471. He writes, he strikes out a lot, but we lost Tauchman Hicks, so I mean, I'll take him. Plus, Tauchman was in a slump, so I doubt Stanton would be any worse. JH, man, so you're going to take him. He's just going to take the 2017 National League MVP. You know how many teams would just take Giancarlo Stanton? I'm sure there's so many teams that would just take him. Imagine being so spoiled we can just, I'll take Giancarlo Stanton. I wouldn't mind him. Hey, you want Giancarlo Stanton? Yeah, I'll take him. It's okay. I'll take him. Yeah, JH, I don't really agree with your opinion, but heck, if you want to take him, that's fine. I'm pumped for Giancarlo Stanton coming back. If you're not, I think he should be. He is the 2017 National League MVP. Can't say that enough. Moving on, we have Nicholas Valdetta. He writes, better off with Adam, at least this postseason. He hasn't played all year, and is going to strike out looking. Frazier, Yuck, Gardner, Tauchman, and even Maben have produced all year. They deserve their shot. Next year, sort out Stanton's situation fully when he's healthy. Guys, I mean, I can't reiterate this enough. It's hard to even talk about the idea of not playing Giancarlo Stanton or just telling him to, go home, don't play when you're healthy. But yeah, let me read off those names that you listed. Clint Frazier, I don't see him making the playoff roster. No, I don't see him. He's not going to. Brett Gardner, he's going to be the starting center fielder, so that's that. Yeah, Mike Tauchman being injured, that really does suck. Cameron Maben, I'm pretty sure will make the roster. I'll have to, write out a list of guys, but at this point, I would see him making the roster because of Hicks and Tauchman's injuries. Anyways, moving on, we have Con Pop writes, I believe it's a reply to Nick. Do you not pay any attention to the Yankees? Tauchman's out for the year. You must not be paying attention. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you wrote Tauchman as if he was going to be a factor this year. Yeah, Tauchman's done for the season, Nick. All right, moving on, we have Baseball King writes, yeah, they need to bring him back. Yep, couldn't agree more. Carl Butler writes, I hope he's ready for the superhuman showmanship for the big show because that is when the Yankees are at their best. Can't wait for Giancarlo's awesome power display again. Yeah, I'm pumped. I mean, he did a home run in the wildcard game last year, and that's another thing people will bring up is that he wasn't good in the postseason last year. The guy played 5 games, hit a home run in one of them, and the offense really wasn't the problem. I mean, I'm a big Luis Severino fan, but I think once Severino shit the bed in Game 3 in the Bronx, that kind of just that ended the series right there. I mean, that 16-1 loss, that was tough. So I'm not going to blame the offense, Giancarlo Stanton, or anybody for that matter. All right, we're going to take a couple more now. Christina Solden writes, first, wow. So I guess she had the first comment. Writes, but I think he should return because he can be an outfielder or a DH. He can especially hit homers. She had Aaron Boone said he's going to be playing a lot of left field. So look at Giancarlo Stanton as your left fielder moving forward once he comes back. All right, we'll take 2 more. Let's see here. Oh, we got a lineup prediction. Let's see. Joe F writes, this is the lineup. Second base, DJ. Shortstop, Torres. Okay, so this is already wrong. Judge is going to hit second, but I'll read it. Third base, Gio. Right field, Judge. First base, Voit. DH, Encarnacion. Left field, Stanton. Catching and batting eighth, Gary Sanchez. Brett Gardner playing center field to round it off. Yeah, Aaron Judge is going to hit second. I mean, DJ LeMahieu's definitely going to lead off. I don't see Gio Urshela hitting third, but we'll have to see. I always appreciate writing in lineups. So if you guys want to do that more, I will for sure read them. All right, last one. Jesse Rodriguez says, what's up, Dan? Hey, bro. Like I say, my personal opinion has always been we don't need him. We never did. But your specific question pertains to the playoffs, so the answer to your question is I would say no, don't bring him back for the 2019 playoffs because he is just now coming back from the IL. The chances are he doesn't have his timing dead right, yet he's definitely not going to be in rhythm. Playoffs only last for 1 month, and if you go all the way, it's just not enough time. So if my alternative is somebody like Mike Tauchman, who is injured, or Tyler Wade, I'd rather have them. Oh, Jesse, we don't want Tyler Wade over Giancarlo Stanton. But if the alternative is someone who hasn't played not one game in the majors yet this year, then I guess that scenario Stanton wouldn't hurt. Here we go again. I mean, Jesse, thank you for the comment. But yeah, it's the I'll take him attitude. Even to the people who do want Stanton that are saying I'll take him or it wouldn't hurt. I mean, that just shows how spoiled of a fan base we really do have. Like I said, that includes myself. We are spoiled being Yankees fans. The fact that we're able to talk about Giancarlo Stanton like he's a nuisance, quote unquote. It's funny to me, but yeah, Jesse Rodriguez, I would definitely say that having Stanton definitely wouldn't hurt for the playoffs. All right, so that's going to be all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, be sure to follow me on social media at Dan Allen Rourke on Twitter and on Instagram, and at Yankees Avenue and at NYY Home Runs on Instagram. And be sure to use code NYYHR for $20 off your SeatGeek purchase. Playoff tickets have dropped, so use that code. I know I have already. I got my playoff tickets secured. Going to be a bunch of video content coming in October. Be sure to use that code, $20 off your SeatGeek purchase. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.
Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we try forgetting, I remember. But we say we all fine, we all fine. Sunny day dreams and we up now. Vodka lemonade, I serve it up, it goes down. 75 degrees in a dope sound. All you need to live fine, to live fine. A little sunshine cause she needed. A dose of rainfall in the evening. The waves crash down and we feel them. Say here's to the nights we steal them. And I be running cause I figured out the more I slow down, the less I get out. And if we fall, let's be strong now. Moving along, we don't mind, we don't mind.